Again, no carrier. We'll see how this works out. Well, as I've started on this side, I guess I'm gonna swing around on this side. See how it goes. Nothing I need to be hugely worried about, I don't think. What poi means? Well, we've all asked ourselves that question. God, I remember back in... we must be going back to closed beta. When it was... every single game started with just a massive poi spam in the chat. It is but a shadow of its former glory? Glory's not really the word. Anyway. It used to be quite ridiculous. Oh, our Nicholas is torping down the channel. Okay, I don't think we can count very much on that Nicholas. Hey, Menthel. Well, whoever's shots those were, they were really particularly by. I thought the spotter plane or the catapult fighter might have picked up one or two ships there, but never mind. Unless they are all in the smoke, of course. Okay, it's the enemy Nicholas. Well, one overpen. It's better than no hits at all, I suppose. That was quite an impressive high-speed slam into that island. It's a good thing that doesn't really hurt you in World of Warships. Otherwise that ship's entire bow would be a massive mess of crumpled metal right now. Right, we'll go. I'll actually switch aim to the front attacker because that has the more dangerous torpedoes. I think it's the Nicholas. And yes, I have seen the Fushan marker, don't worry. Actually, you know what? We can torpedo that smoke. Which would be hilarious if it worked. No, he's just behind the curve of the rock. He was sensible enough to do that, at least. Any chance of a Belfast game? No. I have to have a pretty good reason to play the Belfast. Right. Plane in the air. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the Gneisenau very much, just because of the unreliability of its guns, and you can't really blame them. It isn't a reliable damage dealer. But it's got more going for it than the Hood. It's actually got AA that's worth a damn. It's as tanky, it's got the torpedoes, and you get a catapult plane. So even though you have 2 less guns than the Hood, I wouldn't say it feels like it makes a tremendously huge difference. Abrahams, the AAs on the Hood is only good, the defensive is only good against dive bombers, because dive bombers have to go right over your ship in order to make their drop. The defensive doesn't affect any of the AA apart from the ultra short range. Is this Fushan disconnected? Unclear, but I think they have. Totally unreactive. So yeah, it is 100% a gimmick. It is a massive gimmick, and as the only kind of special thing that the Hood does, you know, it's not really worth the price of admission, so to speak. Yeah, this guy's gone AFK. The client's crashed or something like that, which is incredibly unlucky timing for them, but nice for me, because I got to torpedo a destroyer in my battleship, and how often does one get to do that? I'm kind of tempted just to YOLO in at this point, which is not the most sensible move, but sometimes it's funny. Like, the only real threat here is the Bartan's torpedoes. Nice, there we go. Torpedoes are back on both sides. Yeah, Mutsu's torps are a bit... You really don't get to use Mutsu's torps very often. You kind of mostly just have to pretend Mutsu's torps aren't there, but very occasionally you get to use them. Right, this is the part where the Gneisenau's nice, and you get to be very aggressive. And they're all going, oh shit! He's trying to close the distance, which I am. And he's got torpedoes, which I do. We're about to bump each other, I think. Shall we go with a more broadside target? You've got the speed and you've got the tankiness, and especially when you're bullying lower tier ships. It's never not funny. It's never not funny. Can't do this in a hood. Right, we'll try and finish off the Bayern and then we can fully focus on the Cesare. One of those two. Right, he's done. You can go for a secondary spec on the Gneisenau. There's actually there's viable options. You can go for the general survivability build, you can go for a secondary spec, or you can go for AA, which is what I've done. You can basically do all of those things fairly competently. Because I've got 15-inch guns, I can go up the butt. Oh, well, that was disappointing. That was up the butt for a single load of pens worth of damage. I heard you like long phallic things up the rear. Anyway, it's moments like this. You know, the guns are horribly unreliable, but it's that ability to be really aggressive on occasion that just makes up for it. The Hood's very good at deep ocean exploration. That's true. That's certainly true. And there's also a Nagato left to try it out on, so let's give that a go. So yeah, that could have, like, could potentially have gone badly wrong, but the chances of it going badly wrong were fairly low. This is a very good top tier bully. Hey Super Ranger, I actually played some tanks the other day. I've been actually quite enjoying the new frontline mode. How are you settling into Florida, by the way? Ooh, you've got all of the hit points left. Oh, give me them hit points. And it's also, we've not really seen it in this one, but it's also a very good anti-ramming defense. If someone decides they're going to ram you, it's like, oh, okay. Here, have a face full of torpedoes.
Gegnerischer Kreuzer zerstört.
Now, this New Mexico is actually a bit of a complicating factor right now. This is the kind of fight that battleship drivers, you know, this is what you want, this is what you live for, stuff like this. Boop! And there we go.
Gegnerische Schlachtschiff gesunken.
So that was a nice, cool 125,000. Got to torpedo multiple things. The AFK destroyer was a bit, you know, that was either they had to leave or their client crashed or whatever. That could have been a considerable complication. But as it was, that was just a romp. You don't get to have games like that in the Hood. It's impossible. It's actually impossible to have games like that in the Hood. So I would take, hell, even the Scharnhorst, you can have that kind of experience, although the guns are obviously a bit different on the Scharnhorst. But yeah, there's games like this that keep me liking the Gneisenau despite the horribly unreliable main battery. So that seems like a good one to end the game on.